Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today is my favorite day of the entire month. We're talking 4 stocks I'm buying September 2017 edition, guys. And boy, do we have some drama today. 2 stocks got kicked off the list. That is the first time in the history of this series that 2 stocks got knocked off. We have 2 new stocks added, guys. Now, before I get into all that, I just want to let you know I just launched a stock market mastery, investing mastery course a couple days ago. This course should be phenomenal for stock market for beginners. This course should also be phenomenal for more advanced investors who want to know my specific philosophy as far as investing goes. So check that out, guys. It's selling like a god church. It is linked in that description. I should also have it as the pinned comment. Now let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So the first one up here, Michael Kors. This one was just added last month. This one did go up almost 16% on the month. Boy, if only all our investments could do that good right off the bat, right? We'd all be sitting on yachts the size of the Titanic or something. Alphabet, this one was added back in March of 2017, and this one is up a little over 12% currently. Wynn Resorts, this one was added back in February of 2016. This one's up 124%. Just a monster there. And GoPro is still down around 23% since this one was added back in March of 2016. The only good thing about GoPro being down 23% is at least it's moving the right way. This one, for several months, we've been down over 30%. So at least things are getting better with GoPro now, guys. Now, let's talk about the 2 stocks that did not kick off the list first, and then we'll get into those 2 new entrants on the list, guys. So the first one stayed GoPro. Now, why am I so excited about GoPro? This company is an absolute growth beast, and it's $2 away from its 52-week low. So it's not like you're paying a significant premium for this company. 3 quarters ago, this company grew revenues by almost 24%. 2 quarters ago, this company grew revenues by over 19%. In this past quarter, the company grew revenues by 34%. 34% year-on-year growth. And this coming quarter, they're expected around a 26% growth rate in revenue. So whichever way you want to look at GoPro, you cannot deny that this is a growth beast right now. This is a revenue growth beast, and they're expected to get back to profitability. Now, what else am I looking for other than this growth? Well, coming here in September, they should have their presentation when they show off their new products. We're expecting a Hero 6 from this new bunch of products, and also a VR camera that's called Fusion, virtual reality camera. So this is not a product I'm expecting to be a huge success for GoPro. I'm not expecting them to sell millions and millions of units. If they did that, that's freaking phenomenal, and that would just blow the stock up to ridiculous levels in a very quick amount of time. However, I expect this product to move maybe a couple 100,000 units a year, probably be priced somewhere between $599 and $900, or yeah, probably between $599 and $799, depending on where they come out with the price point. Somewhere around there, guys. It should sell a couple 100,000 units a year and be a successful product. Now, why does that even matter? Well, that's a significant amount when you talk about a company like GoPro that has a market cap of a little over $1 billion, and they'll diversify their revenue. They'll have the regular camera line. This is another reason I'm so excited about GoPro, other than the growth, is they have the regular camera lineup, right? They're also going to have now a VR camera, so they're going to have virtual reality cameras they're going to be selling. They have the drone they're selling, the Karma drone, right? And then they have a huge accessories business, and they have quick stories, and just on their software side, they probably have the best software of any camera company in the world, and that includes the companies like a Canon, Nikon. I don't think anybody can really touch what GoPro has done on the software side. If you've ever used some of their products like Quick Stories, Splice, and some of these products, guys, they're almost unparalleled out there. The type of capabilities they can do and how seamless they are to use, and now you can even upload a GoPro without even having to take out your SD card. As soon as it connects to the cloud, you can have it go straight to your Quick app, and then you can upload those to Instagram or whatever platforms you want to do, guys. It's probably the most seamless process of any camera company out there, and I'm not just including action cameras. I'm including all camera companies. So a diversified revenue base now. It's not just a one-trick pony like it used to be, where it was like they have cameras and then they have nothing else. Now they're going to have cameras plus virtual reality cameras plus obviously the drone they have, plus accessories line, which is, if you've ever been to Best Buy, you've seen how many accessories this company has, plus the Karma Grip, a lot of exciting things around GoPro, and that is why it's my #1 investment. My #2 investment has stayed Wynn Resorts. So Wynn and GoPro have stayed on the list. That means those other two got kicked off, and we'll talk about that. Why am I excited about Wynn Resorts? Well, this is a company that's going to grow revenue somewhere around 35% in the current year, guys. And another absolute growth beast. Why are they growing so fast? Well, because of Wynn Palace opening. This is a $4.2 billion resort that just opened about a year ago. So that has been a huge bump, and Macau has come back super strong. This just came out about a week ago here. Macau's gaming volumes and visitor traffic trend remains positive in August, and the monthly gross gaming revenue GGR tally is tracking up 25% increase year on year, say investment analysts. VIP volume is said to remain strong through the first 20 days of August. Now, there was a typhoon, unfortunately, in Macau, so that will hurt the last week of August, but needless to say, guys, this is a market that is growing again at a very fast rate, 20+%, maybe even approaching 30%, and the VIP volumes are growing even stronger in Macau. That is phenomenal news for Wynn Resorts, because Wynn Resorts gets more than 70% of its revenue and profits from Macau, so extremely important. So Wynn Palace will continue to drive the stock. Macau doing better and better will continue to drive the stock, but there's a couple other things over the next year or year and a half I'm looking at with this stock. So one is they're opening a new mall here in Las Vegas. It's right on the Wynn property itself. That should bring in anywhere between $10 and $30 million in profit, in my opinion, per year based upon the numbers I've ran. And then Wynn Everett Boston is going to open up here in about an 18-month time frame, somewhere around 18 months. It's nothing definite about that, but it should open up in about 18 months. Construction's going very good on that property. It's located right outside Boston, a huge metropolitan city that has a ton of visitors come to it all the time. A lot of people, a lot of international visitors come to Boston with a lot of money, and they would love to stay at a premium property like a Wynn Everett will be, guys. We know Wynn is just the highest of the highest end. VIP customers, millionaires, billionaires, they stay at Wynn when they go stay at places, guys. So I'm extremely excited about all that, and Wynn has a lot of other things out there a little further out that we'll probably talk about when the time gets closer, but those are kind of the things over the next year and a half I'm looking at with Wynn and why I'm so excited about this stock. So this means if GoPro and Wynn stayed on, right, that means two stocks got kicked off. So that means Google got kicked off, that means Michael Kors got kicked off. In Google's case, I love this company. If there was a fifth stock on the list, it would be Google, honestly, at the end of the day. If this was 5 stocks, I was buying enough 4 stocks, it would be Google. I love this company. It's a phenomenal company. You look at the search engine, YouTube, and all this stuff, it just couldn't make the list. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's just not as good as some of the other investments I've added here, in my opinion, over time. So that's why I moved Google off the list. And in Michael Kors' position, that was one I just added last month. It went up so much so fast, guys. This one, when I sold out, it was like up over 20% at that particular time, guys. So it was like I made such a huge gain in such a short amount of time. I didn't get the position I really wanted in the company, so I just sold out, took a big profit on that. And you know, yeah, I'm a long-term investor, but if I get an opportunity to take a huge profit in a very short amount of time, you know, whenever I go into a stock, I'm thinking like I only go into stocks that I believe will be a multi-bagger over the next few years. In Michael Kors' case, it went up so much, it went up over 20%, literally within 2 weeks of me buying it, that it limited the upside. So then all of a sudden I'm holding a stock that, you know, maybe I'm hoping for another 70% gain over the next 3 years. It already had such a big gain already, guys. So that's why I sold out of that one, and I just don't like it as much as these other 2 stocks we're going to talk about. And number 3 stock is Cirrus Logic. What does this company do? They produce audio components, semiconductors for phone manufacturers and also for tablet manufacturers, a lot of different products, but mainly phones at the end of the day. That's their main business. So we look here, this is an iPhone 7 teardown. This is the newest iPhone from last year, right? We see Cirrus Logic has an audio codec in the iPhone 7. They also have multiple amplifiers in the iPhone. So this is a company that is very Apple-driven. The majority of their revenue comes from Apple, and that's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing, right? It's never fun for 70+% of your revenue to come from one company, but at the same time, Apple's just killing it in the game, guys. Apple is so dominant in smartphones. The only one that's even remotely close is Samsung. Samsung is a Cirrus Logic customer, but they're just not as big, nearly as big a customer as Apple is to them. So they get a massive amount of revenue from Apple. You know how Apple goes, Cirrus Logic goes at the end of the day. Now, Cirrus Logic, this one is really a value play in my opinion. A value play. Why? Because this company has a forward PE of 12, guys, a current PE of under 15. That's very much a value play at the end of the day. This company has a phenomenal balance sheet. Check out this balance sheet. $163 million in cash, $11 million in marketable securities. They got $134 million in long-term investments and no debt. They paid off all their debt, guys. That is absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal. So you're giving me, you know, one of the main chip suppliers to Apple, and also Samsung's a customer of theirs, and several other customers who are much smaller customers, right? You're giving me this company for a forward PE of 12, and they're expected to grow massively starting in about 18 months to 24 months from now. Why? Well, this paragraph will kind of tell you here, guys. So, this is from their last quarter here. Overall demand for our products was in line with our expectations ahead of new product launches in the back half of the year. We are pleased with our progress in Q1 as design activity across the portfolio and product development was healthy. In fact, we are excited to recently hit several significant milestones with the tape out of numerous components that we believe will be essential for future growth, including our 28 nanometer voice biometrics chip, which we'll talk about in just a second here. 55 nanometer boosted amplifier with integrated DSP, and our first hi-fi audio codec with integrated USB interface for digital headsets. So there's a lot to be excited around here with Cirrus, but the main thing is that voice biometrics chip. So what this voice biometrics chip basically does is it allows you to be able to unlock your phone with just your voice, something that's never been done in any smartphone manufacturer, as far as being able to unlock your phone without having to give a passcode or something out loud or something like that, guys. It just recognizes your voice and it can do things for you. So for instance, let's say you're cooking dinner, you're chopping things, and you just heard you got a new email. You can just say, "Hey Siri, read me my newest email." And Siri will read you that. Right now, it does not have that capabilities, right? And you wouldn't want it to have those capabilities because right now, anybody could do that. Anybody could just say that because there's not the biometrics in it that will understand that is your voice saying that command. So to unlock your phone. So if somebody ever got hold of your phone and say you could have those capabilities, but you didn't have to enter a passcode and you didn't have to use your voice for it, then anybody could read anything on your phone at any time, guys. This voice biometrics is great because it will only unlock that phone if it recognizes your voice at the end of the day, guys. So that is phenomenal. And from what Jason Rode has said on a lot of these investor presentations, by the way, Jason Rode, the CEO of Cirrus Logic, one of the best CEOs in my opinion of any public company out there, any public company, and I follow every CEO just about out there, guys. He is unbelievable CEO. Took the stock from a $5 stock to now it's over a $55 stock, guys, in a matter of about 7 or 8 years. Phenomenal CEO. What he said is he said something to the effect of, this has a chance to double the company, guys. Meaning kind of like double the revenues, double the profits and all that stuff. Voice biometrics alone, guys. Now they just started taping this out. Usually Apple doesn't like to jump into things right away, right? So Apple might want to see this play out and then maybe put this into the iPhone that comes out around at least a year from now, but maybe like 2 years from now, guys. So at the moment, Cirrus Logic's a value play, but in about an 18 months to 24 months from now, all of a sudden it will become a growth play once again, guys, and we'll expect huge growth with this company once again, like it had the last few years. So that's exciting. And also, they're using a ton of money right now to buy back shares. We look at this paragraph here. They used approximately $45.6 million to repurchase 708,000 shares at an average price of $64. Once again, this is one of the best CEOs out there, guys. An extremely good management team over here, executive management team at Cirrus Logic. If they feel shares are undervalued at $64 and they're spending mass amounts of money to buy back shares, that means they're super excited about the future at the end of the day. They're super excited and they feel like that stock price is probably going to go up massively starting, a year from now or 2 years from now. So they want to buy shares back now when maybe they're in the 50s or 60 range, guys. So that's definitely a very bullish sign for me as an investor. And once again, these aren't just, haphazard CEOs and an executive management team over here. These guys know what they're doing. So if they feel like that's a good price, $64, and they're buying back shares, then they're probably going to be correct long term on that. Short term, who knows? The stock could fluctuate. But longer term, they're obviously super excited about things in the future, guys. So So that is why I'm so excited about Cirrus Logic and why it's the number 3 stock. The number 4 stock is very simple, guys. This is a company named L Brands. L Brands. What do I love about this company? They have some of the strongest brands out there, guys. They own Victoria's Secret brand. They own Bath and Body Works brand. They own the Pink brand. It's just some extremely strong brands, guys. Extremely strong. The type of brands that even if no one shopped at malls today, these brands would still succeed. You know, Victoria's Secret is such a strong brand name. I know 95% of the people that watch my channel are males, only about 5% females. Any female out there pretty much knows how strong Victoria's Secret brand is. I mean, you know, I don't know what it is, but you wear a Victoria's Secret underwear or bra, you feel sexy at the end of the day, all right? So at the end of the day, guys, like this is a phenomenal company. This is the strongest brand in underwear, in bras, in anything lingerie related. It's by far the strongest brand. Everybody else is like so far behind them, it's insane, guys. And then the Bath and Body Works brand with the lotions and soaps, the best brand name in lotions and soaps out there, guys. There's nobody above them as far as like the premium soap side and lotion size. Pink is an extremely strong brand, and they own several other brands, guys. So these brands are just extremely strong, and this company is a value play. It's trading at a forward PE of 11, and this company pays a dividend of over 6%, guys. Now, of course, with dividends, it's not guaranteed they'll always pay that out, but I would say it's probably a good chance that this dividend is going to be consistent around $2.40. So 6% dividend yield, right? Even if they cut that, it would still be a massive dividend, but let's say they just keep it. A 6% dividend yield, and you're giving me some of the strongest brands in the world like Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works at an 11 PE ratio. That's like giving free money away. That's like giving free. That's like somebody knocking on my window and saying, "Here's a $100 bill. Here's a $100 bill. That's like free money, guys. I'm gonna take that every step of the way. This is probably one of the simplest investments I ever made in my life. There's nothing complex to it. Extremely strong brands, super low valuation, huge dividend yield. Count me in, guys. Count me in. And that wraps up 4 stocks I'm buying September 2017 edition, guys. I hope you absolutely enjoyed. Hit a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment if you are invested personally in any of these stocks. Leave me a comment if you don't like these stocks. I would just love to hear your guys' opinion on this. Leave me a comment on what 4 stocks you're buying, or if there's one particular stock you think is a great value right now. We would love to hear from you in that comment section. I know everybody loves reading comments about other people's opinions on stocks, and we can bounce ideas off each other. So I love that, guys. If you just came across this channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk personal finance on the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm an actual business owner. I give away so many business tips. We talk stock market investing more than anything. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.